And we're live. There's no intro because StreamYard are being greedy buggers, right? So I would have called them worse, but I'm trying not to swear in the first 10 seconds or whatever. But yes, welcome along. We're back once again. I think there's only us four here, so if there is, we'll just talk amongst ourselves. Oh,
it's too hot. Everyone's probably outside cooling off.
Yeah, well, they can put us out. They can put us outside. They can put us on in the garden, can't they, surely?
It says 5 watching, so there's at least one person there, but not saying.
I'm not in the side chat, so.
Oh, there's 2 people then. Come on, people, chat.
Come on. Oh no, who are you?
Neil must be here.
I am here this week as well. That's the thing. I've turned up this week.
You're here, and there's no one else. Oh, we got Carl.
Just say hello after me shower. Welcome along, Carl. Hot shower, cool shower to cool you down.
It's got to be a cool shower in this weather.
Cool shower. Saying that earlier on today, after I've been on the exercise bike, I went in the shower, hot to get washed, then cooled off.
Ooh.
Oh, he's... Thanks, Susan.
What's the idea of you in the shower?
In the hot water.
I'm glad that's how you think of us when, Neil in the shower. I'm going to have a shower myself just to get over the thoughts.
I will.
Hiya, Will. Welcome along. As you can see in this chat as well, you get crowny things for commenting. Yeah. So the more you comment, the more you interact, the better the crown gets, and you go to the top of the leaderboard. You click on top and it shows you the leaderboard.
Look, I've just clicked on the leaderboard and it's got Sharon number 1, W number 2, if that is, and me number 3. That's not fair. I was the first commenter.
Oh, no.
Because you've commented last, you've gone to the bottom. So...
We don't know what
do we win? Oh, well, Will's definitely gone top now. You win the adulation of your fellow commenters.
You win to watch Neil in the
And you can spawn the chat as much as you want because it's good for the algorithm, supposedly.
Yeah,
but yes.
Yay, I'm at the top.
Oh my god.
See, Carl's not having a nice cold shower, just a cold glass of Tesco's orange squash while he's watching this, so yeah.
Other orange squashes are available.
Yes, other supermarkets are available. Unless Tesco wants to sponsor us, and then I can get my intro back for $45 a month. Right, back to it as well, because last time, not last week, not last 3 weeks ago, we looked at the second part of this, and I've got the best and worst. So we've got 3 in joint third place for worst song. That was Beautiful South with Bell Bottom Tear.
Wow.
U2 with Even Better Than the Real Thing.
What?
And The Shaman with LSI.
What?
Wow.
The second worst song overall was Prince and the New Power Generation with Thunder. But the worst song, as voted by everyone, was Carter, the Unstoppable Sex Machine with Do Re Mi, So Far So Good.
Yeah,
I'd agree with that.
Yeah,
I can't remember.
It was a massive
vote, it was rubbish.
Yeah, I think you did vote for that actually when I was counting them up.
It's been so long, I cannot recall.
Yes, I must apologise for last week, and I must apologise for the next. Hold on, I've got to work it out on the calendar.
Oh,
not here next week. Not here the week after.
Another 3 weeks.
Maybe 3 weeks, maybe a fortnight. I think it's 3 by the time when I'm looking on the calendar. I might not be here for another 3 weeks, so I must apologise. But the best song from 3 weeks ago in third place was SL2 on a Ragga Tip.
Okay.
I like that one.
In second place was The Shaman with LSI.
Very good, very good.
But the best song was U2 with Even Better Than the Real Thing.
You are joking. Wow.
Yes.
So they won. So yeah.
Wins today.
All I can say is there's so many weird people who obviously like
have no music taste.
Revolving crotch.
But remember, Lainey, this is a vote for the song, not the video. I hated the video.
no,
hate
it's
that.
Yeah,
not
but
so much
even the song
about
was
the
shite.
whole thing as a
No,
whole.
but the song was
It's about the
brilliant.
experience.
It's about the
That's
experience.
definitely an experience.
World Seeing it was re-released in '97. World Seeing tonight's list is very northern orientated.
Is it?
Is it? I didn't
Is
know
it?
Now, is it now? Is it?
that. Is it?
I'm looking. I can see some American ones. Well, there's Jimmy Nail, I guess, isn't there? Is Elton from the north? Where's he from?
No, he's southern him. He's
I've
proper.
got no idea where he's
Isn't
from.
it like Watford or something? Like right on
Yeah,
the border.
yeah, he supports Watford, doesn't he? Yeah.
Well, he supports
chairman
Watford.
of
That doesn't mean he's from Watford. You know what football's
No,
like.
that's true. Like
People
that's
support any
true.
old
Anyway.
shit.
What we'll do, we'll get to it. Let's get to it.
Elton John. Let's have a look where he was
wrong
born.
one.
I'm googling him. I'm googling him.
Okay.
Oh, he was born in Pinner. Oh my god, that's
Not
He
London.
was born in where?
Pinner in London.
Pinner. I've never ever heard of Pinner.
You've never heard of Pinner? Okay, well
I
it's a
have.
I've
suburb.
never heard.
It's a suburb of London. It's
No,
like
I'm not
very
either.
suburban kind of like living.
Never ever heard of this. But I'm trying to move this right. Let's have a look back to 1992 once again. Then with the third part of Now 22. Let's start off and just go with the old.
Must
Yeah, I'll talk through it a bit. There's a 39. The video I included actually is the 39-minute full song of this. There was shorter versions,
Can I
but
just interrupt? It's not a song. It's not a freaking song in any respect, way, shape, or form.
yeah. Well, see, it is. Yeah, I know what you mean. And actually, when I was doing the research, what was the word? There's a word which was used.
ambient. Ambient.
Shite.
But to be honest, actually, I never recognised the song until I heard this little bit.
My God, how much of it did you watch?
Can't hear.
Yeah, I couldn't hear it.
Can't hear it.
Damn it! Right, bear with me, people. How do we do this?
I thought you were scrolling through the actual video there. I thought, my God, he's watching
No.
all this.
Yeah,
No, I got bored after about 20. Well, not even 20 minutes. About 12 minutes.
20 minutes. Wow.
We didn't do the 40-minute one. We went and found a 3-minute one.
Yeah.
How much of the
No,
40-minute one did you watch? Because I got about 3 minutes in and thought, I can't do this anymore.
Well, no, 3 minutes in, the song doesn't really start until about 6 minutes.
Well, that's a shame because I didn't get that far.
The song is really bad. It doesn't start until about 6
But
minutes.
I did go and watch the shortened version
Move
of it.
that.
You know, like Lainey said. I didn't do the homework with Lainey and Sharon.
No.
I was not available.
Stop screen. Right. Screen share. Window entire screen. That. Also share audio. Tick. I've got nothing on screen. Tick. Right. Let's start again. Go there. We've seen this. We've seen that. We're on to this.
Yeah, I can hear it.
Hey, you can hear. See, that's the bit. This is about 6 minutes in this bit. And the wow was the first bit. I was like, oh yeah, I recognise this little bit.
Play it again.
That's the song.
It sounds like a different song.
That's a sample from something else.
Yeah, do you know what it sounds like
Yeah.
too? Is Suzanne Vega.
No. It's
That's what that reminds
a
me of.
sample from some other like dance track.
Which again, when me and Lainey was doing homework, that's why I said this reminds me of every sort of like if you strip down every like sort of trancey acid exit. So this is what you'd end up with. The sort of base. This is the basis of any song, and then everything else is built on it. Because there's nothing in this song.
You know that one that goes da da dee da 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 dee da da da. It's that one, but I can't think what it's
Gypsy
called.
Woman.
Sorry.
Gypsy Woman. Gypsy Woman.
Yes, it sounds like that. I think it's a sample.
Yeah, I think
It
it's
probably is a sample because there is so many. Because basically, it's just like like a load of noises, like dog. Well, it's not even dogs barking. I've put here like bubbling noises. There's a lot of like gurgling and bubbling noise at the start. Then air raid sirens, lasers, firings, like space sounds, like you're on a ship. To be honest, it reminded me of if you've seen Friends. Oh, hold on, wrong one.
No, I've never seen Friends actually.
It was like Ross playing his keyboard in Friends, which was just a load of noises on each
Don't
different one.
force me to
Yeah,
watch
I get what you're saying. Again, it's like you just pick up the bit you need and just use it in your song. In
Yeah.
In your DJ
Well,
set or
my
whatever.
notes say that I've written no thanks. I went to listen to the radio edit and that shit too. And it's like ambient music, it's like ambient copyright-free music you can download off YouTube.
Yeah.
That's what it sounds like.
I just got trippy trance. That's all it is. It's just
No,
trippy
it's not
trance
even
music.
that.
I literally summed it up in one sentence, which is, "This is the biggest pile of shite we've since we started doing this."
Yeah.
That's saying
To be
something,
honest,
that is.
I've got it down as the worst track. Just look at the comments. Welcome along, JD World, the BGSBSDBLMD fan AUTTP. Snappy.
What
Hello.
does that mean?
Welcome.
John does well.
Don't.
The big giant, some dinner, big
Yeah,
leg.
Tom's Diner. That's
Mother-
what that. Yeah, Tom's Diner.
Mother's
Oh,
dead.
yeah, it does sound a bit like that as well. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
just
Someone
a
like George
mishmash.
Moroder and Britney Spears 10 years
It's
ago.
just a mishmash crap, really.
Will thinks Joe Cocker sounds northern. We'll get to him soon, though. Yeah, it is just a load of noises.
I thought Joe Cocker was American, but I could be wrong.
I think he is. But
No, he's not. He's English.
I
Is
thought
he?
he was like
He's from
Londoner.
Sheffield, so he is
Oh.
northern.
He is
he is
northern.
not. I didn't. I thought he was American as well.
Mm.
Is he
There
not
you go.
American? No way.
I
Sheffield.
American, but I would have said London. But then again, I just say that about everyone.
So this track got the number 8 in the charts. The all caused controversy on top of the pops. I don't know. I think a lot of people's bought it, like DJs, and people's bought it because they wanted to sample parts of it or mix it in with
Because they
other
were on
things.
too many drugs.
But what you've not said is why it is 39 minutes long, because there was some change in the rules of the charts that
Yeah, the
you can
chart
have a
compiler
single.
management decided to include a rule alongside the usual 25-minute maximum playing time, which allowed maxi singles to run for 40 minutes, only if one title was listed amongst the singles on the track.
Yeah.
So that's why they decided to do 39 minutes and 58 seconds, which, if anyone gets through the whole of that, deserves some sort of medal, because it is absolutely
You're just not
crazy.
getting that time back, so don't bother.
But to me, that's not music. That's just like sound for the sake
No.
of it. Let's get to
Yeah.
39 minutes 58 seconds just so we can have this record. You know, this.
To be honest, like I say, I got about 12 minutes through, and then I ended up turning it off. And I think the reason I ended up turning it off was because it had just become background noise, and then there was like a laser or something, and I was just like, oh, it's still on in the background. This is absolute. Why am I still listening to this? Not turning it off.
It's garbage. It's shite.
Yeah.
So, but yes, they went on top of the pops, and rather than playing playing instruments as people did on top of the pop, they just played like some sort of weird chess game,
Oh, is it 3D chess?
and then passed an orb between each other.
No, it's not. So was the music playing in the background?
Yeah, the music was playing in the background. I've just cut it out because, yeah.
God, they think they're so clever and cool, don't they? But they're not. They're twats.
So we'll move along to a song I know someone loves, and so I'm going to pass it over to Susan.
Oh, how do you know I love this? How do you know I love
Because you've
this?
heard about it before.
Well, let me tell you what I wrote down. This is not my kind of music at all, right? But I do actually like this because of Peter Kay. That's the reason I like it. Have you ever watched Car Share where
Yeah.
this comes on the morning radio and he's going, oh my God, what are they playing this for? It's bleak, it's terrible. And she's crying because it's so emotional and sad. It's the funniest thing ever. And because of that, I went back and watched the video long ago. This is when Car Share came on. And it's just, it's bleak. It's about a serial killer.
Well, I thought he was a serial killer.
Well, there's something not right about him. That's like, because they say that in the lyrics.
Yeah,
That
well,
boy's not right.
yeah, well,
Yeah.
talking to Peter Kay, I think I had a case of misheard lyrics all the time that I was listening to this song.
Oh God.
Because when me and Lady were doing homework, the first line, it was, what was it? It was however long ago when I killed old Mary. And I was like, what? Did you listen to the first line of the song? And it was like, no.
So what does he say?
I thought he was talking about an old woman all this time. I didn't realise he was saying actually Miss Mary.
Well, I went back and watched not only this, but I went back and watched the Car Share thing as well. And Peter Kay goes, he's killed her and put her in a wheelie bin. This is so funny. It's the funniest thing ever. Yeah, and the video is bleak as well. There's like a lynch mob and there's all sorts going on. Very bad week.
I've got a step-by-step guide of this music video.
And as a child, they didn't like him and they set fire to his house or something like that.
No, his father left. He set fire to the house.
Oh, well, yeah, that's right. I've written he set fire to the house. Yeah. But they didn't like him as a child. They didn't like him as a child because they said he's not right.
And so they blamed him for Mary when it was the sheriff that did it.
Yes, it was the sheriff.
The sheriff.
You've spoiled me ending to me story.
Sorry.
You don't need to tell us the story. We've watched it. But yeah, the worst thing about the video was his wig at the end. Very bad wig.
He cut his hair down by the river.
He cut his hair down by the river so they wouldn't recognise him. And I thought, you still look exactly the same.
Yeah.
But the wig was terrible because obviously he didn't want to cut his beautiful locks, did he? Mr.
The mullet was bad, but it just was worse.
Yeah, but back then mullets were like a thing, weren't they?
Cool, yeah.
But yeah, I do like this, but only because Peter Kay made me love it.
I don't know. Again, I think for me watching the video now and again, it was sort of thing. You hear the song all the time, Tony. We just don't watch the video. When me and Lainey were watching it, I was like, we were gobsmacked. We were like, things make so much more sense now.
Yeah. Well, we're like, the sheriff was setting them up, taking the photographs. The sheriff did it, and then like it was like he was walking along, and then
the song.
Sorry. But when I was looking it up on Wikipedia as well, there is actually a town called Hazard, and when this song came out, you'd think the people of Hazard would hate him because they made out there was all this going on, but they actually invited him to the council, meeting or something.
It was the 4th of July parade the next year, 1993.
But yeah, so they liked that he drew attention to their little band.
They invited him to
which picks on little boys and turns them into murderers.
Yeah. Yeah. But it's not, it's not based on his story or anything. It's just his made up thing. But yeah.
Yeah. But this song is the one which has been stuck in my head most of for the past 2 weeks. When I've listened to it, just it's just a little. It's like it was a right earworm for me over like the past week or so, and I just couldn't get it out of my head.
I like when me and Sharon were going a long time ago when I killed old Mary.
Yes,
and then it turned out when I met Miss Mary, I was like,
yeah.
And again, my other question is in the video, like the flashbacks, was that his mum? Because I want to know why he burnt down his own house when he was a kid.
Yeah, so his mum had an affair and then his father left or something. I couldn't quite work out exactly. But the women look very similar as well. There was some Oedipal stuff going on here, I think.
Yes.
Carl also agrees with you, Susan. He likes this song as well. But Richard Marx only released this song because he thought it was stupid and no one would pay attention to it. But his wife at the time turned around and says, "No, I think it'll be a hit." So he released it to show her that it wouldn't sell, and it was one of his biggest selling tracks.
It's the only song of his that I can recall. I mean,
Yeah,
I'm
I
sure
don't
if
know
I
any
heard
others
some of
of
his
Mark,
others,
no.
I would know them, but I can't recall any of the others.
He's got another
There's
really
another
popular
song.
one.
Yeah, yeah, and wherever you go, whatever you do, I'll right
Oh
here waiting
God,
for you
yeah.
was his other
Don't
big
remind me of
track.
that one. No, I hate that.
But the thing is, right, his wife is now his ex-wife,
Yeah.
and do you think it's because every time he complained about something, she would go, "Well, we wouldn't be living in this house if it wasn't for me telling you to release that track." Because I bet you we never heard the end of it.
Or maybe she just fucked off, left, and met someone else and took the money for the track.
Yeah.
No.
And then his son set fire to his house. We don't know. It got number 1 in Australia, number 2 in Ireland, number 3 in the UK, and number 9 in the USA. It was the 56th best-selling track of the USA in 1992, but it was the 14th best-selling track in 1992 in the UK. Now,
It is a good tune.
Let's get to the video. So it's about, as we say, Hazard's, a town called Hazard. Then we see the young man cutting his hair. It's like foreshadowing what comes at the end, isn't it? Cutting hair, and then we see a female Jesus standing on the water there. Which is also the first look-alike.
Is it?
So this is the woman that ends up dead.
Yes, it's the first look-alike because it looks like his mum.
Exactly.
Yeah,
that's why
There's lots of mummy issues here, isn't there?
I was getting confused.
Yeah, me too. And why is that dude got loads of long hair? What is going on?
I think that's Richard Marx with another wig.
Proper hair.
No, that would be wrong.
So is this the movie like you think?
The look like he was him, Mary, and his mum was the mummy issue things. And then we seen the bit where he was hounded out by the guys because the boy's not right.
That boy's not right.
With all the backwards people from Hazard. Yay, let's celebrate the next year.
Ding, 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 ding.
You see, if you listen to the song in isolation, you don't hear any of this.
No.
You don't know anything about the villagers or whatever being like horrible to him. But in the song, it's the boy's not right. So it's the song that has the meaning, really.
So I'm assuming, though, this is after he sets fire to his house.
No, this is just because I think it's just because he's a bit special.
No, I don't think so. I think this is...
I think he sets fire to the house after his mum has the affair and the father leaves or whatever going on there. I don't quite know.
You're blaming the mum, but I think it's the dad.
Yeah, but the dad goes off with the woman.
Yes. So there's Mary takes...
Mool has arrived.
There he is.
Hi, Glenn.
Hi, Glenn, welcome back. Finally made it. Welcome along. You're just in time for the explanation of who killed Mary. Because we see Mary with Richard at the by the river, and the sheriff's taking photos because the sheriff doesn't like him neither. So then we get on to Mary fighting with them, choking them. Oh, and one thing I noticed: why is he got like a wedding ring thing wrapped, like a plaster wrapped around his wedding ring?
It's an elastic band.
Alright. So was she like encouraging him and like saying, "Oh, we're married, I would marry you," you know what I mean? Has she led him on? So he's ended up killing her.
They've like hand tied with each other. That's a Scottish thing.
Oh, here's Chris Tyler as well. You're all coming in now.
Oh my goodness. Hey guys.
Spoiler as well and saying it's the police. Will you stop spoiling the thing?
Yeah, but that's the video. In the song, the kid did it. The boy did it.
Nah.
No.
Yes, he did. I'm with Peter Kay. He's a serial killer. He put her in a wheelie bin.
No. You're wrong.
See, but the police were harassing her.
The videos are separate.
Yeah, look at him, man. He was a pervert.
He was harassing her. To be honest, I think what it is, right? Well, I'll explain in a bit. Because then we get to the part where she's in the car with someone else. We see her here. at like a local dogging spot or something. And when Tricky Dicky comes along and catches her in the dogging spot, he gets flashbacks to his mum.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Yeah, so the Mary is also like a one, isn't she? She's like gone off with someone.
Yeah, she's but he gets flashback from seeing his girlfriend having sex to flashbacks to his mum. Pervert, that's all I'm saying. I think he just hangs around and watches people have sex. He's got psychological issues, that's why he killed Mary. You know what I mean? See?
But the chief sheriff?
Yeah, the sheriff. It's the sheriff.
Well, the sheriff turns up to the dogging spot as well because he comes here and Richard gets scared and runs away, leaving his scarf.
Like his scarf gets caught on a branch. So convenient, isn't it?
Yeah, but there we go. There's even more evidence. So he's run off, the scarf's in the tree, and where does the scarf end up?
Around Mary's neck.
Around her neck.
So it was,
but you see, the video is different to the song. The song came first, and in the song, he did it.
No, he didn't know.
He did.
And then
I left her by the river. Dead.
See,
not dead.
You can see him there. You can see him there. He gets all emotional, like, oh no, have I killed her? But then she turns around. Who is she seeing there? She's got the
bad acting from Richard Marx there, where he does that. It's such bad acting. That facial expression, it was really bad.
I'll forgive you, Chris, for not knowing I'm on. I was supposed to be on last week and I never made it. But yes, I'm here now. 1999 was a year of Sir Tom Jones. Not unusual, yes. So, and then Tricky Dicky is arrested. How many people are here, though?
How many people does it need to arrest him?
Yeah, but then it just goes to show, like, it's a small town, right? The sheriff's in charge. He can rig things how he wants. Yeah. He knows where the body is. He's totally set him up. Only because, again, the trauma from when he was a kid, his daddy left him, and his mum's a bit of a, you know.
Mm-hmm.
So then we see Dicky being questioned and Mary dead. So he's being questioned here, and there's Mary dead. And then we get to him having flashbacks. So this is his dad leaving, him and his mum. But there's his dolly. But see, he's traded in for a younger model there. And then Tricky sees Richard Marx. He sees his older self having relations with his mum.
Girlfriend. This is what I'm confused about. I'm just
I think that's his mum. He's got issues. He has
that is his mother with her bit of stuff. And that was his father with his bit of stuff. So they're both in the wrong, aren't they? They're both got
to be honest, his dad looks a bit like he sang the song I was born under a
wandering star. Paint Your Wagon, that film was for.
Yes, it's thingy Marvin Lee Marvin.
Yeah.
He looks a bit like Lee Marvin.
A very young Lee Marvin, because in that film, Lee Marvin was really old and like haggard looking.
So then afterwards, we see.
Can we listen to that? I Was Born Under a Wandering Star instead. I love that song.
Did you put that fire start there?
Yeah. No one heard it though.
Yeah, so he set fire to his own house.
Yes, he set fire to his house because he didn't like seeing people.
Boy, isn't he? He's a troubled boy.
Yes.
And then when he grows
up, said Lee Marvin. Yeah. But he set fire to his house because he didn't like people having sex with his mum, apart from himself. So then we move on to the locals setting fire to his caravan. Because, but I think that one there is part of the police force. Is that not the sheriff or someone?
Maybe.
Possibly.
And then he's released after questioning and dropped off. And then we see the very last one is him.
The sheriff. Look, it's the sheriff did it.
I'm not saying that he didn't in the video, but in the song was none of this.
No.
Yeah.
No. Again, I think you have to listen to the song, Susan.
But the song
And-
came first, didn't it? The
I
song
never- I
came
never
first
seen
because
the
he didn't
song.
want to release it, and then his wife said release it, and then the video happened. So they made a story around it, but the song came first. And in the song, he put her in a wheelie bin. That's all I'm
No,
saying.
he's been in a wheelie bin.
There wasn't wheelie bins then.
I know that's what Peter Kay said though in Car Share. He's left her in a wheelie bin.
My mother made me believe in reincarnation and karma. If you live a bad life, if I live a bad life, I believe I'll be reincarnated as a lower being.
Is that Stu?
There's no
That's
such thing.
Stu.
There's no such
This
thing
is
as
Stu.
lower
The
beings.
drugs, Stu.
There's no such things as lower beings. All beings are equal.
Stu, is being a teacher getting too much for you? Is it not somewhere quick enough?
So what I put, I was asking the question: who do you think murdered Mary? Now, like you, what I said, it was the sheriff as well. Basically, what I said it come down to: she loved the cock. She was shagging Dickie. She was shagging the sheriff. She was shagging probably half the town. That's probably why they set fire. They weren't bothered that there was a murderer living there. They were just thinking, "Oh, me bit on the side's gone, you bastard." And I think she loved just going dogging because we caught her at the dogging spot. And it was the sheriff with the scarf next to the river.
Mm-hmm.
Or the alternative, the official verdict was Professor Plum in the library with a lead pipe. We don't know. But I do have some lookalikes for you. So
Did you? Go on then.
this is a bit. It's more of a love child of two men, right?
Oh God.
Oh, God. The ones where it's just
That could
one
happen.
person. Never mind
Yeah.
trying to work out that.
So it looks like two people. So who
I'm
does
sure
Richard
of it.
Marx look like?
Nick Berry.
Yes.
I was going to say Nick Berry actually.
Plainly, did I not say that at the beginning?
You
Fucking
did, yeah.
Nick Berry.
You didn't give me that one.
And Simon Le Bon.
Oh.
Oh, I haven't got Simon Le Bon. It's a young comedian, a young version of a comedian, I should
Jimmy
say.
Carr.
Jimmy Carr. There we go.
No way.
It's Nick Berry and Jimmy Carr.
Jimmy Carr. Is that Jimmy Carr? Oh
Yeah.
my
That's
God.
Jimmy Carr.
Look,
Yeah,
yeah,
again,
What the
Macamoo-
fuck?
I was going to say Macamula's not wrong with Paul Young as well. I can totally
Paul
see
Young,
that.
yes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Paul Young. Yeah, I can see
We
that.
could have spent a night of lookalikes just on Richard Marx here.
So what we're saying is he's very bland looking because he looks like so many people.
Very generic.
Generic, yes. That's the word.
Magamula also pointed out that according to Richard Marx, he thinks the sheriff did it as well.
Yeah.
In the video, yes. In the video, I would
But still,
agree.
in the song, you need to listen. Oh my God.
No, the
song-
song didn't. The song came before. No, I don't
I know
agree.
the song came
Yeah,
before.
but the thing is,
video.
it doesn't say that he did it in the song. It says nothing to do with it in the song.
Yeah,
It's
in the
just
song,
like,
he's just being accused of doing it.
In the song, it's "I swear I left her by the river." That's what
I
serial
swear I
killers-
left her safe and sound.
That's what serial killers say, though, isn't it? Go and watch
yeah,
Peter
but
Share
so
on-
would a
Go and
non-serial
watch
killer.
Peter Kay on Car Share, and he'll convince you.
So Will, by the way, who is the #1 fan at the moment, so make sure you're commenting because Will is leading with 75 XPs. I still don't know what they are. He says Nick Cave. I can't really see that because Nick Cave is really skinny to me. Like, oh, even though he killed Kylie and left her by the river.
Left her
Stu
in,
is
left
still
her in the river. floating
gone
along.
random. Stu saying, I was a real fast food junkie, KFC, McDonald's, but all the training kept it off. Isotonic Lucozade. Stu, are you drunk? Is there something wrong? Is it a nervous breakdown? Do you need to
What's
talk?
wrong with him?
And Carl's saying Keris
Carl
Matthews.
didn't
I
tell.
don't think it looks like Keris Matthews.
No, I can't
No,
see that.
I can see Paul Young for sure.
Yeah.
Paul Young
definitely
and
see
Nick
Paul
Berry, I'd say, yeah.
And so Mary, in this photo, who does Mary look like?
Alanis Morissette.
Oh, I'm on fire tonight.
Susan.
I'm
Yeah.
on fire. Boom, it's 2 from
I've
2.
got one for
Yes.
ones. I never get these. I got one.
Wow.
So can we go 3 from 3? So who does his mother look like here?
I can't really see her. She
No,
looks a bit
no.
like
Yeah.
Sue Ellen out
Can you
of
bring it in
Dallas.
a little bit? Oh,
That's a very old reference, Sue Ellen.
You know, that's Sue Ellen, not Billy Piper.
Really?
Billy Piper for the. No, it doesn't look like Roy Williams. It doesn't look like. Oh, you mean the last one for Billy Piper there, Will? I can see.
Could be a bit.
I can
Yeah.
see. But this one.
Yeah, it looks familiar. Joan Rivers.
Zucchero.
But you're all right with American. Italian sugar? I don't know. Zucchero is Italian for sugar.
Well, it is, but it's also the name of an Italian singer from a long time
I
ago.
know.
Ah.
Sophia Loren.
Not Sophia Loren.
That's
Actually,
a good guess,
she's
Sharon.
American now. Wasn't American before until I think she got married, or maybe not. And her husband is very famous.
What's the clue?
She's American now. She was Slovenian.
Oh, is it Trump's wife? Whatever.
Oh, Ivana,
Yes.
Ivana Trump? Ivana?
Not Ivana, the one who's married to him now.
Yes.
Yes. What's her name?
I don't know.
Melania.
Mrs. Trump.
Mrs. Trump, that's her name. The one who's
Melina Trump. Melina Trump.
his wife, but
Melania.
she only comes out for
Miserable.
occasions, isn't she?
Yeah. That's how she probably looks when Donald Trump used to come home, and that's like little Barron, you know what I mean? Before he was president. But yes, so let's move on to the next song.
Very well, so that's why she married him.
Ivana, it's not Ivana. Ivana was the one before. Who's
No, it's
buried
Milan-
on
it's
one of his
Melania.
golf courses.
Melania, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
So let's move on to Elton John, who
Oh.
is finally getting over the stigma of having bad hair and started not wearing hats during this period.
Was that because he had a hair transplant?
He didn't have a hair transplant. He just was. It was people like you who shamed him for having bad hair that he wore hats. It was not because he was bald at all. Never.
Not because he's vain and a multi-millionaire. Nothing to do with that.
No.
Carl said, "Oh no, Natalie Imbruglia is much prettier than
Both
his
of
mum."
them. Yeah.
Yeah. So yes, so we're moving on to Elton John with The One.
Ugh. Must be.
Ugh, yeah. Ugh. Just
It's very Elton John-esque because
Oh,
halfway through this song, I thought it was either going to go into Circle of Life or Can You Feel the Love Tonight?
It is
It
so
seems like it's-
Elton John. It's
Yeah.
it's so predictable and boring and mediocre.
Yeah.
So
I
crap.
can't remember this song being out. Even
I
playing it,
can
I'm like,
remember
I don't
it.
even
I
know if
can
I've heard
remember
it.
Yeah, unfortunately. I can't stand Elton John's voice. I don't know what it is, but it winds me up the wrong way. It's so awful. To me,
Even
he is
now,
one of
when
the
he
most,
doesn't really
he is
sing.
one of the most overrated singers ever.
Oh, has
I
he
don't
got
know why.
overrated?
I don't know why he's popular. He's got a horrible voice.
Even now, though, when he doesn't really sing, he just goes. And that's how he sings that. Have you never seen the lockdown bit where he does I'm Still Standing? And it is just that, like, I'm still standing. And it's just no words, it's just noise.
You probably can't
Yeah.
really remember him, that's why.
There's only one of his songs that I have ever liked, and that is Your Song. And I only like it when somebody else sings it, not him.
I love Moulin Rouge, but not him singing it.
Yes, I love it in Moulin Rouge when What's His Face sings it. Ewan McGregor? When he sings it,
Yes,
it's
Ewan.
great. But when Elton sings it, no, thank you. I just can't stand his voice. It's awful. Why is he?
So
Why
Chris
is he
said he
popular?
walks like a Thunderbird puppet.
And also in this video, I don't know what was going on, but his face kept being projected onto things. And there was one bit where it was being projected onto a naked couple. And I was gagging. I was like, I don't want to see Elton's face on a couple.
That
having
was
sex.
weird. Yeah.
It was weird.
Very weird.
Will saying his 70s stuff was brilliant. Now, I agree with that. Some of his 70s songs are good. Rocket Man.
Again, you can't help but like a little bit of
I'm
Elton.
not
I mean,
saying
if
the
it comes on
songs.
the radio,
I'm not saying the
just
songs
listen to it.
aren't good. But some of the songs are good. It's him singing it that's the problem. Somebody else can sing them. That'd be fine. Anyway, I don't like this. It's mediocre and the same old crap from Elton John. That's my summary of it.
I think it's less than mediocre.
Yeah.
Yeah, compared to his other stuff, this is not very good. And like there was like in 1 minute 10, all I could hear was "Circle of Life," and I kept singing that bit, didn't I, Sharon?
Yeah.
Because that's how it sounded like every time.
Any second, he was going to burst into it.
There was a bit where they were walking across the sand and there was footprints on the sand. And his toes were about 7 foot deep in the sand where the prints were. It looked weird. It looked like some talons of an eagle.
I didn't see that. I must have turned away because I hate feet.
Well, that's the very beginning of the song, because the very beginning of the song is like the music video here. It's like it's for an aftershave.
Yeah. And then when it showed close up to the footprint, and the toe pads were huge.
God, look at that bloke. He's so generic.
Yeah. I was going to say,
handsome guy. Do you know what I mean? It's like an advert.
No, Susan, stop looking at me. Look at the video. You're supposed to be concentrating on the video.
In the words of Lainey, do you want a smell of piss and desperation?
Oh no, Carl, I have to object. Candle in the Wind 97 was awful. That's probably his worst ever track.
There's a reason he doesn't sing it again. Tiny Dancer, Goodbye, Yellow Brick Road, Mona Lisa's, and Manhunters are all. I don't know if I know Mad Hunters.
Because he's worth it.
Yeah, it is like, oh.
I tried to get Candle in the Wind. I tried to get Candle in the Wind into the Banish Bin. Did I get Candle in the Wind into the Banish Bin? No, I think I got the National Anthem. I think I got the National Anthem into the Banish Bin. But yeah, I can't stand Candle in the Wind. It's awful. And the 97
this song did get nominated for best pop or vocal performance at the Grammys in 1993.
Really?
Didn't win. Yeah, it was number 1 in Portugal and Canada, number 10 in the UK, 89th most popular of the year, and it was 9th in the US, and it was the 43rd most popular song. Now, like I say, I've never.
I've heard of it, but people must be desperate if this is the whatever most popular song.
What Chris is saying there, Marshall Ward model.
Yeah, total catalogue model. Absolutely.
Yeah, Marshall Ward is like a catalogue. It's an old catalogue. Yeah.
Right.
He does look like that. A catalogue model, definitely.
Yeah. I never got the reference. Sorry, Chris. It's just I'm so young, you know.
Right.
Compared to me and Chris,
tonight is a classic because it's the number 1 in the charts with Candle in the Wind. Was it something about the? I didn't realise that was like.
That doesn't make it a classic. That makes it a hit. It doesn't make it a classic to me, anyway.
I didn't even realise that was like a double A side.
Was it? I don't know because I didn't buy it. I know people were buying like dozens of copies of it, but I did not buy it, as you would probably expect.
But like you said, there's a lot of Elton being projected onto flags and mirrors and pictures. And like you said, onto a naked couple, which was like he was projecting.
Why are you showing us this again? I don't want to see this.
It's like he's trying to be part of a threesome.
Oh no! Stop it!
It is like a projected threesome. It is really weird, and that's the reason I think they end up having sex on the beach at the end, because he's got nowhere to plug his projector into, so they can do what he wants and project the sunrise.
I also noticed there's lots of cherubs. There were so many cherubs.
Yes, I think Elton has them around his house. He's the type of person who will have them everywhere in his house.
Everywhere in his garden.
He'll have them everywhere, yeah.
Live, laugh, love on his wall.
Live, laugh, project.
Yes.
Yes.
But the main takeaway I got from the music video is, if you live in a wooded area, especially in the autumn time, keep your windows and doors shut. Because it's just like, come on.
Many cherubs.
Gets very windy.
Yeah, I think Elton needs a gardener.
Yeah.
And a cleaner.
Yeah.
But I have some lookalikes. Oh, my pit works upside down. I have some lookalikes, not my lookalikes, so don't blame me if you don't know them. Don't blame me. Don't know. These are the lookalikes from the ladies.
I like it how you preface it with that.
So the first one is Elton.
Oh, this was
is
my
it-
one. This was my one. This is the one I saw. I was watching this alone, not with Lainey and Sharon, so this is my independent one.
All right, so I'm going to go with Cliff Richards.
Yeah. See,
That was
I was going to say Gary Barlow with glasses.
No, Richard, it's definitely Cliff. I'm surprised Lainey didn't see it. I'm surprised Lainey didn't see that one being her favourite person. You know?
Glenn got it straight away.
Thanks for a void.
The next one is this Cliff.
Oh, this was was this yours, Lainey? This one?
I can't remember which one was
No,
mine.
I think this one was mine.
I was going to say.
No, this one was Sharon's, wasn't it?
I
Yes.
think this is mine,
Yeah.
We all saw some
Very popular in the news with music-related stuff.
Think it like 10 years ago. Like,
And this is the
from that picture.
Think Cardiff, think Manchester, think Giggs. Not as in the football player. Les Battersby.
Let's Battersby.
Are you talking about this one?
better than the answer. That's better.
You're in the Neil Hannon of the Divine Comedy. I can see where you're coming from, but it's not. Les Battersby, you're in the right area of the country. I think Les Battersby also supports the same football team. That's a massive clue.
Manchester.
Yeah, there's just no getting away from him right now. No getting away from it.
There is, because I've seen nothing about it. So
Oh, wow, lucky you.
Oh,
no getting around it.
I had a message on one of the group chats that someone on Twitter was complaining because Manchester had fireworks after their concert, but Cardiff didn't. And there must have been a Cardiff concert, so they were complaining that they'd seen the faces, but they didn't have fireworks like Manchester did. It's terrible. It's just like,
Yeah, because Cardiff had the roof shut. That's exactly why that was.
oh,
Oh, we'll be able to have fireworks. Yes, finally, someone's.
Yes.
so well done, Will. See, keep guessing, because Will's number one. And then finally, it's this one, and I can see it straight away.
This ghostly one in the car. I can kind of see it, but I would never have spotted that in the video. Don't know how Lainey did that.
It's not Liam. I don't know if you're behind. This isn't Liam Gallagher, Carl.
It's
more Gallagher, the last one.
Difference. They're both one of the same pigeon necked gits.
Pigeon neck. Could be.
Actually, that's really good.
Yeah.
That is also. Really
I
good.
can see John Lennon, yes, Glenn, but it isn't.
See, I can't see anything else but who I said.
Yeah,
No, I can see who you said, but I can also see Lennon now that somebody said that.
Hmm.
And I'll take it's John Lennon, not Lennon Gallagher we're talking about here.
This guy was in a group with his brothers.
Yes, not Shane
the
McGowan.
Not the Oasis one, so.
Yeah, another group with brothers.
Another group with brothers.
Yeah, in the group there was 3 brothers, and then there was another brother who was not in the group, who died young.
James Dean Brayfield. No, it wasn't him
You
from
get
Match
it right.
Pictures.
You win again.
Oh!
Gibb, we'll give it for one of the Gibb, because is this Robin Gibb?
Robin Gibb, yeah.
It is Robin Gibb, yes. It is
There's
Robin Gibb.
somebody else who's yeah, I won't say.
Did him and Elton go to the same fucking hair doctor?
Exactly.
Probably.
You mean hairdresser? It's a hairdresser. They've got a nice head hair. They've got the same hairdresser. See, Chris Tyler sees it.
Yeah.
Is it? Which Gibb is it? Did we say Morris?
Robin.
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 I'm not sure.
So
What are
the Gibb brothers in the comments are wrong. We've covered all bases. Just someone put Andy Gibb in as well, just to cover the other brother who wasn't in the band as well.
Yeah, poor old
When I,
Andy.
when I sent Susan our lookalike, she went, "Are you on like drugs or something?"
No, that wasn't these ones. That was the other one that's coming
Oh,
later.
the other one.
That's the other one coming up, which is coming up at the end of this song, at the end of the next song, which is Roy Orbison, I Drove All Night.
I drove all
Yeah, you got a point
night.
on that. I've just realised.
Now, I like this song. I think it's a good song. It reminds us of all, like, I thought it was old. Well, it is older than this because it's a re-release. But I do remember it being out because my mum loved this song, and it used to always be. I don't know if she had a single of it or.
This wasn't a re-release.
No.
This was the first time it was released after he died,
Yes.
and it wasn't a cover. Even though Cyndi Lauper had a hit with it first, he
Yes,
recorded
he
it
recorded it in
beforehand.
1987, right?
Well, obviously because he died, he recorded it beforehand, and she got her single out before his was released. And this is the release that is his release. It's not a re-release, and it's not a cover, so
Yeah.
it's valid for all.
Post-humanist, whatever it is.
Neil,
Yes, there you go, Susan.
Glenn's asking if your mic is set too high as it's cutting out slightly. I can't hear it cutting out.
Oh,
I actually can hear it cutting out a bit as well.
can you? Right,
Yeah, a
let's
little bit.
try something. Let's try something. How do I get out of here? So, make that smaller. Where do we go? StreamYard, go there. Go here. Click on that. Oh, click on that. How do I get? 2 minutes. 2 minutes. How do I get this microphone to change? There. Audio. So if the mic's loud, let's have a look. Automatically adjust right. So is that any better to people, or is it still too loud? Or
It's fine to
No, I
me.
think okay.
I wouldn't say it
Was
was
that
loud.
okay?
It was just cutting out,
Just
but I don't
cutting
know why.
out.
I don't know why it was cutting out. I would say it was more your equipment than the setting.
Pardon me. You've objectified as being in the show with it. Then you've called us handsome
the hot
and
water.
handsome man.
I'll be back in a
I'm gonna
moment. I'll be back in a
man.
moment.
So Roy Orbison. I'll just go back to the chat. It was Carl saying it was also covered by Celine Dion in 2003, which is correct. Which got a 27 in the UK charts. I didn't even know about that. The Cyndi Lauper version, which I've never heard, got to number 7 in the UK charts and number 6 in the US charts.
Didn't you
And
say the
I've
same
never
thing?
heard the Cyndi Lauper version. Have you? Or
Yeah, totally.
I haven't like seen it not until like we would Google them a little bit. So yeah.
Again, I think if you do not like Roy Orbison, then we cannot be friends. Because
Yeah.
Roy Orbison's voice is just something else.
It is amazing. Absolutely amazing.
And again,
and that,
as somebody rightly put, such a tough life. Wow, we had a tragic, absolutely tragic.
Yeah, his wife died in a motorbike accident in 1966.
Yeah,
and then I think
his children died in a fire.
In a fire 2 years later.
While he was on tour.
I remember the Cyndi Lauper version. I don't know the Celine Dion version. Thank
No,
fuck.
I know that.
Thank fuck. I do not know it. I don't want to know it.
this version got to number 6 in the charts. Number 6 in Ireland and number 7 in the UK, where it was the 54th best-selling song of the year. It also appears in the film Paperback Hero starring Hugh Jackman.
Do you know this video, right?
Yeah.
Is it a trailer to a film? Because it's got 2 actors in it. It's got him from...
It was just a music video featuring
I don't know his name.
Jason Priestley from Beverly Hills 90210 and Jennifer Connelly from Labyrinth fame.
Labyrinth Girl, yeah.
Labyrinth Girl.
Made a music video featuring Jason Priestley and Jennifer Connelly was also made for the single.
Oh, so just
mixed in with archive footage. Yeah, but again, like, well, I've just got it here. It just they were basically just eating the faces off each other in the music video.
No, they weren't just doing that. There was a lot of very dangerous driving going on in this video.
Again,
I wrote down that he was so distracted while driving that he shouldn't have been behind the wheel, really.
Yeah. But again, also, like, the lyrics of the songs are quite creepy if you just really break it down. You know?
Yeah.
And drove all night and he crept in a room.
Do you know what? I do like Roy Orbison's voice, but this song, I do like the song as well, but that line, I crept in your room, it's a bit creepy. I don't like that. But
Ben's just said these two need Elton's face projected onto them.
Yeah, can you imagine?
Yeah.
Will said he was playing Birmingham Oldie and the 90s children passed away.
Yeah, shocking.
Really sad.
And Carl saying it's from a Chrysler commercial. But this is quite... Well, actually, there's other parts of this where you see them, and it is, again, like an aftershave advert or a perfume advert when you see them here like this.
Or it's like a Levi's advert.
Yeah, it's very James Dean as well, isn't it?
It's a 90s advert kind of vibe to it. Like
yeah.
He's crept into the room and woke her up. And if that was me, I'd be like, fuck off, I'm sleeping.
You can just drive all the way back.
Yeah, just drive all the way home.
At least bring me a cup of tea first. That's... But anyway, yeah, I do like the song, except for...
No, I do love the song, and I absolutely love Roy's voice. Roy's voice is unreal.
But his voice is great. His voice is great.
Fantastic.
We also have some lookalikes for this. Again, not mine. So I will pass these over.
Yeah, these are the weird ones.
So... It could be anything. It could be anything. I do not know.
I was not involved in this, people. Sharon got one and Lainey got one. And
I'm just going to say, I'm going to preface this with, this is what happens when me and Lainey are left to homework and soon
without me to be in charge of it. Yeah.
I remember just seeing it to Sharon, and Sharon just burst out laughing with us. Oh God!
Looks like a button.
It could be. It could be. It could just mention anything. Blue Man Group. Yes, we'll give you that as well. It's a button. Blue Man Group. It could be one of the. Have you ever seen? Or is it They Live?
Oh yeah,
he puts on glasses. It could be one of them where they're like a skeleton when he puts on the glasses and sees people.
Yeah, absolutely.
It could be anything.
For mine,
I don't think you're ever going to get one of them, at least.
Well, for mine, I would give a clue of macro photography. Of an insect.
Well, that kind of gives it away.
Well,
so one's an insect, and the other one is an actor reprising a role that Gene Wilder played. There you go. There's some good clues.
They're still going. What?
What the fuck?
Glenn's saying that Jason Priestley did star in a jeans advert.
Probably. I don't know.
That's why he was.
You should know that, Neil. You're the advert person, aren't you?
Yeah, I can't. To be honest, like you said, that could have been a Levi's advert, especially when she's in the car and you can see her bum and everything's quite zoomed in on. It was quite hard.
Still ain't got it, lady, even after all your clues.
Paul saying Jason Donovan after he left Neighbours.
I think that just...
It was the name of a film starring Jeff Goldblum. That's another clue for you.
Yeah.
No, it wasn't. It wasn't.
It was.
No, it wasn't.
I thought it was.
No, it's not that. It's not that insect.
Oh, I still
I
get
thought
what
that's
you're
what
saying,
insect
though.
it was as well.
That's the insect that I put.
Is it?
Yeah, I've got, yeah. So well done, Glenn.
Yeah,
The
that's
other
the
one
insect you
is
told me to put, and that's the insect I
What?
put.
the other one's friends with Oompa Loompas.
Yeah, the other one. But it's not the original. It's the remake, and it's not the more recent remake. It's the one in the middle.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's not the best one, should we say?
It's
Because the
not the
first
best
one is,
one. No, it's not the best.
yeah,
one.
the first one is still the best one. I
The
would
first
say.
one is the best one because that's my childhood. Watching that.
I think the second one.
To be honest, the fly technically appears in the first one when they're going down the
I've
no,
just
that
checked.
tunnel.
That's not what I put.
Oh well, I read it as fly. What did he say?
And are you going to? Oh well, I was going to see if you've got a fly. Then it's not an ant. There was an ant.
Oh,
And,
did you write an ant? Because
Yeah.
to me it looks more like a fly. Anyway, either way, it's still drugs.
It's a fly. Oh, sorry. Well, there's another one. It's Johnny Depp as Willy Wonka,
Yeah.
and the other one was the Fly.
Well,
So
it could be, couldn't it? Sorry, Lainey. I must have misread or
But then
misinterpreted.
you wrote, I'm wondering what drugs you two are on, and what you wrote in reply.
Oh wow. I must have gone away and thought it looks more like a fly than an ant in my brain, and just
Oh
done
well,
anyway.
it's similar thing, isn't it? It looks like bug
It's
eye.
still dubious at best.
Yeah, very dubious. But
well,
it was
again,
funny.
don't
It was
leave us
funny to
alone
me and
tomorrow,
Sharon
guys.
anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah, left to our own devices.
But I sent you this.
So
I sent you this picture, Lainey, and you didn't say. Hang on a minute.
I
That's
thought
not
it
an
was
ant.
an ant.
I'm going to be honest, so did I.
I've never really looked at an ant up close.
there's a fly lookalike. Yeah.
Yes. Anyway, we like the song,
Let's-
but not the video. I'm not keen on the video for that one. Okay, Jimmy
I don't
Nail.
mind the video.
She's
No, I like-
lying.
That's what I've said. Is one line to this song is all you need.
She's lying. She's lying.
She's lying.
She's lying. Jimmy's been phoning the sex lines again.
Yeah, he's in the phone box. He's seen the cards pinned to the wall.
You do know that wasn't the original one because it's like, da-da-da-da-da-da, I love you. She's lying. Da-da-da-da-da-da, that's true. She's lying. Hey, man, she's fucking lying. I've told you 3 times now. It's not my fault I cannot see the kids. It's her. She's just telling you fibs all the time. And then it comes through. Then the bloke on the other end goes, "Excuse me, Jimmy. The song's a bit long at the moment, so we're just going to cut down that chorus just to the 2 first she's lines. We don't need the third one with a bit run at the end, just the first bits." and that made the final cut. It was never like all the rest of it, and that's what made it. But yeah.
I looked up Jimmy Nail, and his real name is James Michael Aloysius Bradford.
Yeah,
Yeah.
That's weird.
Yeah, he's
I
definitely
wish-
He does look more like a Jimmy Nail, though, doesn't he?
Aloysius. He does not look like.
Aloysius, that's
No.
a teddy bear or something. But yeah, Jimmy Nail. I really like this. I don't know what anyone else thinks, but I really like it.
Yeah.
I think
Yeah,
Jimmy
me
Nail
too.
has just got a great personality, and it comes through in his songs and everything.
Yeah.
And
In
I
this song-
really enjoyed this.
When he's singing, or I should put singing, because he doesn't really sing. It's just like he's gone,
Yeah.
and then I tell her this. And do you know what? I just didn't believe her. Because it's the total opposite.
Lying.
Can you remember the beginning of this album? It was like, please don't go, please, please. And then then it was also like, take a chance on me was like, well, if the date doesn't go well, I'm still waiting. Really desperation. Jimmy Nail's the opposite end of the skit. He's like, do you know what? I couldn't give a fucking shit about her because she's lying. She does not but lie. And I tell you what, I wouldn't give her the time of day. She's lying, man. Just ignore her. She'll get away. I'm not bothered. She's lying, man. And it's the total opposite end of the scale of
It's like real
please
life, isn't
don't
it?
go.
Yeah, it's not like the fantasy of other songs. It's a real life version. Yeah. I really enjoyed
well,
it.
he was Spender, yes, and there is a clip of Spender coming up, which is I love it. But yes, this was the first single from his second album. He had one back in like the 80s. Growing up in Publix. No, Crocodile Shoes is later on.
Yeah.
His first album, his debut album called Neil, revived his singing career during the this is 6 years after the debut album, and Jimmy Neal revived his singing career during the success of the TV drama series Spender, which Cole's just mentioned. It got the number one in Ireland and number one in the UK. It was the 8th best-selling song of 1992.
This is a banger. Let's face
it. It's really good.
Again, this is on my playlist. There's no.
I forgot how good it was. I forgot how
Roy
good
Orbison's on my playlist, and this is on my playlist.
Yeah, I like it, and I just thought. I remember it because I can always remember my dad's going, she's lying, and everyone just saying she's lying, and she's lying. She's lying, and it does stand out, but it is just that I do like this track. This track, it's got everything: good rhythm, a great female vocalist, some great jazz trumpets. It has, yeah. Because the music video, as you see Jimmy coming off the London Underground here at Piccadilly Circus. And you might think I've sped it up, but I haven't, because I've played this before. This is from Spender, where he's chasing someone who's running away from him, gets on the metro. This is our local version of the Underground in the Northeast. The metro.
Flips him the finger.
You think he's getting away with it, but you see how fast he moved up them stairs. And watch out for Deirdre Barlow sitting next to the bloke. That's the best bit. Yeah, here she is.
You're trying to tell us he's chasing the friggin' Metro?
I don't believe
that. He's not chasing. He's caught the Metro. He's kept up with the Metro because he's really fast.
Yeah,
okay. The Metro is one of our quick systems. It's goes as fast as the Underground. For one stop, the next stop's 5 minutes. And he's kept up with it. That's why he goes up them steps so quick.
Well, was he just being dragged along in the draft? I don't know what to say.
Hey, he should have been in the 1992 Olympics. Linford Christie would have had silver. Jimmy Neal would have got the gold there. Paul's saying there, Big River was late. Big River was where Crocodile Shoes come from, wasn't it? But yes, so as you see Jimmy there, and then he ends up singing in hold on, I'm all over the place here. Oh, yes. After he comes out the metro station, you see him. The Underground station. You see him in the phone box.
He's back on the sex lines.
Sex lines.
Yeah, look.
Yeah, they're them all.
Yeah, she's like,
he falls like the 1940s though, because this interchange that hasn't been used in the UK since the 1940s.
No, it's really out of place, isn't it? It's not how.
Yeah, that's such a bad way to stop on hair with a Gurdon face. But yeah, and then as you see at the end, you see him singing in the cabaret club with a full band. But yeah, I love that song. I think
I do as well.
I do.
That is the contender for tonight, because
it is definitely a contender for sure.
Yeah,
there's not much. Because next we've got Joe Cocker.
Oh no, American Joe.
Joe Cocker. From the Steel City himself, it's Joe Cocker. Not American.
Now, do you know what? Most songs on these albums of this era, I remember. I do not recall this at all.
No.
I don't recall it.
It was so forgetful. It was
forgettable.
Forgettable.
Yeah. Sadly, it's not a contender for best song for me because it's a cover, so I can't vote for it. What a tragedy.
Yeah.
It's awful. I didn't like it. I didn't like his voice. I didn't like the sax solo in the middle. I'm not keen on saxophone solos in songs. They just seem like...
See, around this time, there was a lot of sax.
They're everywhere. They're just so
I'm talking about one.
has it on.
Baker Street.
Yeah,
middle
again,
bit.
for
Yeah,
me,
but that's a long time earlier.
That
But
was
in,
good.
it
around this
harkens back
time,
to
they
the
were
80s.
every fucking where, and this one was not good.
Yeah,
Anyway,
it was a
I
very
didn't like
80s
it.
video.
It's boring, forgettable. Let's move on.
Yeah.
Anyway, you
All
tell
I've
me.
written, all I've written underneath it is meh.
Yeah,
That's it.
that's
I
fair.
wrote Matt as well. I
Yeah.
did write that he has a good voice, but
Not in
the
this.
I don't
song's
like his.
terrible.
I don't like
No.
that gruffly, gravelly voice. It's not
See,
my thing.
you see, he's got a good voice. All I think of, he needs a strepsil.
Yes,
Because
exactly.
Angela!
Yeah.
It's just like, Jesus,
It's a
have a
bit.
strepsil,
Rod
mate, will you?
Stewart's got the same thing going on, and I'm not keen on his voice.
He didn't really do it in this, but like when I've seen him in like songs where he sings live, he's got a lot of. Is it convulsions?
Oh, where he, like, yeah.
Yeah,
What?
he
He
gets.
does a little bit of where
Can't
we
think of the
belong. Yeah.
word. It's not convulsions. What's the word?
I don't know what you mean.
You know when
He-
he twists when
Yeah, he like
What's the
contorts
word?
his face.
like contortions
Oh,
maybe.
contortion.
Contorts his.
I don't know where I
Right.
got convulsions from.
Contortions, yeah.
Like Chris Tyler saying, Tina Turner's drummer Jack Bruno also played for Joker. He's probably in this video later on. I've said it's a very 80s track, which it was a re-release, because it's possibly been re-released in '92 due to Joe Cocker's having the greatest hits album out at the time. But I was wondering, was it off an advert? I was trying to think, oh, this has got to be off like a car advert or something. But no, I couldn't find anywhere of it. It is very 80s, because I could imagine it.
So bloody miserable on that cover as well.
Oh, the whole
He's Phil Yorkshire, the one was miserable, man.
Did he smile a bit, or
Oh, it's just miserable all
better
round.
photo than that? I've never seen that before. He just looks so miserable. I would not buy that. It's just
But I could imagine this song being off like a police, like a gritty police drama.
yeah.
Do you know, like it's one of them types of like a gritty police drama where the policeman has just come out of jail, he's been wronged, and he's trying to clear his name. And that he's not a policeman anymore, but he's trying to clear his name.
Was it the sheriff in Richard Marx's song?
Every episode, he's sleeping with a different woman. That's the drama I'm thinking of. But yeah, apart from that, it's just a bit nothing really. Chris is saying, what was that about York? He's miserable because he's from the Steel City. That's all.
Yeah, like Stig.
Well, no, I think it's mainly because he's a Sheffield United fan and Tommy Watson. What can I say?
I don't know what that means.
Yeah, me neither.
You know when you edited me video and I was going, Tommy, that's Tommy Watson.
Oh, I thought he played for Sunderland though.
Well, he did, but now he plays for Brighton.
Brighton, but what's that got to do with Sheffield?
We can't hear you, Neil.
Oh, it's the equipment again. Your equipment's rubbish.
Yeah.
What's any of that got to do with Sheffield though, Lainey?
I don't know because I didn't hear
We beat Sheffield.
we beat Sheffield in the final.
Oh, were you playing?
Okay.
Were you playing?
Yeah, I was in
Yes,
goal.
yes.
Neil was up front.
Oh,
Were you playing as well? Oh my god.
yeah.
I missed it.
They got all the Sunderland people out to play.
So anyway, this song got number 46 in the UK charts in 1990. No, sorry, in 1987. 46 in 1980. No, hold on. In 1987, it got to 46. When it was re-released, it got to number 9 in the charts.
Number 9?
Number 9.
Yeah, I call bullshit.
You see, I can't remember it, and yet I was well into the charts back then. I don't believe it.
No, I don't believe it either. I call shenanigans.
It's been covered numerous times by other artists, including Hugh Laurie in 2012.
But this is a cover. This is not his song.
This is a cover.
Ray Charles song.
Punch in My Heart is a song written by Bobby Sharp and was recorded first in 1961 by Ray Charles.
Yeah.
So Ray Charles recorded in 61.
It's just rubbish. It's just a mess song.
Yeah. Exactly. The music video, however, is
Also rubbish.
It starts off with a piano player in like a quiet smoky bar, and these two mystery men walk in. Who could they be?
Who could those mystery men be?
Is this an
Well,
80s?
one of them.
That's what
I
I'm
think
saying.
this might be
It's such an
videos.
80s video.
Yeah.
That's all I could get from it.
And Joe Cocker,
If it was
who
originally released in the 80s, maybe this is the original video. And
looks like Bernard Hill is the captain of the Titanic. There,
he does. He does look like
Right.
that too. It's Captain Titanic. Yeah.
I'm coming up with some great lookalikes now.
Yeah.
But when he first come in, actually, because he's so short next to a saxophone player, he reminds me of like a kid off Bugsy Malone, because that coat looks like too big for him and the trilby hat on. It looks like he's like gonna start shooting like the custard pie guns.
I love Bugsy Malone.
Bugsy
I love
Malone
that
as well.
film
Such
so
a cool
much.
film.
I could watch that right now.
Anything that we wanted to be.
The songs are so brilliant in it. The songs are fantastic.
I haven't seen it.
Oh my God,
I've
Lainey,
not
you've
ever
got
seen
to
Bugsy
see it.
Malone.
It's the
Is it?
best.
You have to watch it. It's a really good musical.
Leonardo
still-
DiCaprio in it.
No. It's got a load of
It's
child
got Jodie
actors
Foster.
playing
Jodie
Django.
Jodie Foster is a
Jodie
child
Foster,
actress.
aged about 14. It's brilliant.
Oh.
Watch it, Lainey. Watch it. Find it. It's so good. And the songs are magnificent. They are so good.
And my name is Tallulah.
Lula.
I
Oh my
live till
God, I
I
love
die.
it. I love it.
Glenn's just said he looks like a small SS officer in Allo Allo.
Yeah.
I could have been anything that I wanted to be. Oh, I love Bugsy Malone. I want
Actually, I
to
tell you, that silhouette also looks like the baddie from Who Framed Roger Rabbit.
Yes.
Is that Michael Jackson at the back? It looks like Michael Jackson.
But he starts playing in the bar, and at the start, the bar is empty like this. Then all of a sudden, it's just full, not just with people, but a full backing band. Did you not notice that in the video? It starts off as just him singing, and then all of a sudden, it's just absolutely rammed the bar with the full-on backing band.
There's that saxophone solo. I can just hear it. No, I don't like it. It's just that the whole video is so dark and dull and I don't know.
Smoky. It's a smoky room.
Yeah, but it's not interesting. It's not interesting.
Well, is Curtis Stigers interesting?
Curtis
Looking
Stigers.
luscious. He could have been a Head and Shoulders.
Well, do you know what? I have written down. I remembered Curtis Stigers as having lovely hair, but actually, in that video, he was not in good condition. It was all frizzy and flyaway, so that myth has been busted. Or that
I must have missed that episode of Mythbusters.
He hasn't got good hair, not in that video. It must have been hot and humid in there because it's all gone frizzy.
He does have a good voice, though.
Oh no!
Yeah.
Oh, do you not think? Oh no, I think he's got a really good voice.
No!
like
Oh my
his
God, no! He sounds like the American version of a pub singer to me. And why is he always singing out the side of his mouth as well? He's got this side thing going on with his lips. He was really annoying me when I was watching him. I did not like.
I noticed.
Oh God, go back and watch it. And he's singing out the side.
I just thought he had really intense eyes. You know, he's very staring.
Yeah.
American pub singer.
That was the bit that I took. Do you know what I mean?
See, Will's also joining in with all the songs from Fat Sam's
Grandson, Speakeasy. Oh my God, I've got to watch Bugsy Malone.
Such a good film.
It's brilliant.
Chris Tyler's saying he looks like the late Barbara Windsor's husband. I know what you mean because he's got like that longish hair and he also seems
what
to
he
wear.
looked like.
No.
Yes, Jodie Foster and Scott Baio was in it. Yeah, definitely. And then loads of like amateur children actors who, you know, we don't know who they are, but yeah, it's brilliant. Anyway, back to Curtis Stigers. Not my cup of tea.
Yeah,
See,
I think this is just cheesy nostalgia, really.
Yeah.
Yeah, see, I think he's got a good voice.
No,
It's not as good as his other song. I Wonder Why.
This is
Because any time I was thinking Curtis Tigers, I was going to the I Wonder Why rather than You're All That Matters to Me.
Yeah. Oh.
Yeah. Again, it's not an offensive song. It's.
Glenn agrees with you. Again, what I think this song could have been on, like, I'm picturing it, I'm putting it in. If I think of it and think of this song where it should be, it could be on a soundtrack for, like, Steve Guttenberg, Steve Martin movie around this time, where they play, like, it's a 90s comedy. They play a dad doing the best they can for the kids, like son or the daughter, but everything's against them, and it all comes out nice in the end. It's like
I get what you're saying. For me,
song.
I could hear, baby, baby, I get down on my knees for you. That's all I could hear, sort of in it as well.
Baby.
Yeah, yeah.
Baby, baby. That's the American pub singer.
I can see where you're coming from, actually. Yeah. Not the American pub singer bit, the bit was Sharon saying. I do see where you're coming from with that. Leonie, have you given us your thoughts? No?
Yeah, I really like it, and I do like his voice. His starry eyes were a bit strange. I found it a bit intense, when he was like looking down, right, the camera kind of thing. But
especially at the start, he does that bit where he goes like,
yeah,
I made mistakes like every man. But he's like, propagate.
Yeah.
The camera's in.
Yeah, that was a bit like, all right, Curtis, calm down.
We made mistakes. We don't know what mistakes they are. You've been a bit over, like, oh, I've made a mistake. Did you kill a woman called Mary and leave her by a river?
Oh, was it Curtis all along? We thought it was the sheriff, and it wasn't.
It was someone with long brown hair. We're seeing that it's Curtis Tigers. It wasn't Richard Marx. It was Curtis Tigers.
Neil, you've cracked the case.
Thank you. Just call me Spender.
Oh, bloody hell. Nick's in.
Neil Hills is in. Welcome along. You've come along with 2 songs to go. With the penultimate song. You've missed
the best one.
Give him a quick recap of what's gone by.
I'll give you a quick recap, Nick. Let's have a look.
Shite. A couple of good ones, and then more shite. That's the recap.
We've had the All Blue Room, long song, talked about a small bit. Richard Marx has it, shorter song, talked about for a while. Elton John, the one. Roy Orbison, I Drove All Night. Jimmy Neal. Jimmy Neal with Ain't No Doubt. Joe Cocker, Unchained by Heart, and we're now up to Curtis Tigers with All That Matters, which got to number 6 in the UK charts, 59th best-selling song of the year. It was number 11 in Ireland, not Northern Ireland, the whole of Ireland, and in the US it got to number 98. The music video, though, for it was your generic band on a soundstage with one bold colour in the background. into shot with background, like behind the scenes, but it was like a lot of this. Was it earlier on this album where there was a lot of bands doing this?
But this, all this, right? It all seemed very fake and like contrived to me. It didn't seem realistic.
Where they went? Just pretend you're like. Is it like that trend where people go on dicks?
Just pretend we all get on really well backstage and there's no arguments and we're all laughing and joking all the time. It just seemed so fake. It just didn't seem real.
Also, quick update, Will's number 1, but Nick's come in and is now number 2 in the top fan charts.
Oh my goodness.
Because he's just like put about 4 messages in a row.
Yeah, but Susan, you're still number 3 somehow, even though Chris has commented a lot more than what you have. I don't know how this works. This works, I don't know.
Nick, the question of the evening is, did Richard Marx kill Mary, or did the sheriff do it? Which side are you
Yeah,
on?
who was it?
Hold on, there's a third suspect, or did Curtis Stigers kill her? There's three
Curtis
suspects now.
might have turned up and did it. Yeah.
He left her in a wheelie bin. That's what happened. That's what Peter Kay said. And I agree. Anyway.
So yes, let's move on to the final song, which is Wilson Phillips, You Won't See Me Cry.
You will. I'll be crying.
I have never heard this song.
Do you know
and I
what?
wish it was still the case. I wish it was still the case I hadn't heard it.
Yeah.
It just never gets going. It just goes, it starts, keeps going, and never gets going. There's no, like, you think it's building up to something, and it doesn't. It just,
Yeah. Do you know what?
It's a shame because...
Go on, Lainey.
It's just a shame because they've got really good voices and their harmonies are really nice, but, like, so wasted on this song. It was awful.
Parents were proud, just saying.
It was shite. I mean, they had that really big hit, Hold On, which was fantastic. I really love that. And this, oh my God, I would be ashamed to put it out if I were them. It was so bad.
Yeah.
But I'd never heard of it before, so it can't have been a hit. Don't tell me it got to number 7 or something, because
please don't say that.
Yeah, it was terrible.
It got to number 1 in Canada and Finland, right?
Okay.
It got to number 18 in the UK and number 20 in the US.
18?
How the fuck?
18.
What?
Broke the top 20.
Somebody's been fiddling those charts because...
Well, I'm just saying, over the 90s, everyone was on ecstasy. People didn't know what the shit they were doing. Everyone.
No exception.
No exception.
And also, in the fucking video, right, what the hell? Why do the people do this in videos? The net curtain dancing. You know when they've got like curtains around them, and they're like dancing in the curtain and going through it and round and round. And why? What does it signify? I don't get it. And they're doing it in this, and it just pissed me off.
Yeah, I've got a video. That's what
Wilson. I think it's just reiterating what one of you said, where the parents were daughters of the Beach Boys, Brian Wilson, and mum is Michelle Phillips. Yeah.
I will just go listen to the Mamas and the Papas or the Beach Boys.
Or Hold On, which was their big hit and was very good, but not this. It's awful.
But you know, like I've done for the last 2 songs where I've thought, oh, this song could be on this and this song. I can see this song being in a bargain bin for about 20 pence in HMV. Because it's not bad. I don't think anyone bought it. I don't know how it got to number 18 in the charts. It would be like a bargain basement song. And you know something? I don't think they'll be that upset by it. Because even if they were, we wouldn't know because we won't see them cry.
No.
And then the music video. Like telling someone, you won't see me cry, but you know I'm gonna cry. Like, and you know what I mean? Like, that's kind of like that's it, like seeing that. Why see it? You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's like going, well, I'm not bothered. Why are you asking us? I'm not bothered. Well, you are, because I can tell by your reaction you're not bothered. Just because you're saying you're not bothered, the way you're saying you're not bothered, you really are bothered. Like, I'm not going to cry. I'm not. My lip might be quivering, but I'm not crying. I'm not going to cry. You're going to cry. I'm not crying. You're crying.
I was going to say, then you hear Jimmy Nail saying, she's lying.
She's lying. Exactly, she's lying. I'm not going to cry, she's lying. Look at her, she's in tears, man. You're going to cry, I've got the kids. No, man. Unlucky. And then he walks on. Carl said, Bridesmaid brought Hold On back into the public con. Yeah, it brought to in like a younger crowd, didn't it? Hold On with their Bridesmaids, where it's a big song at the end there. But yeah, the music video is just the 3 lasses moping around, but not crying. They're not crying. They're just moping
and dancing with the curtains.
Yeah, they're just moping. They're not crying. But I have one final lookalike for you.
Go on,
Which one of either Wilson or Phillips? This lady. Who does she look like?
Alison
Not
Moyer.
Alison Moyer. No.
Adele.
Not Adele.
someone.
She looks a bit like that actress out of Peaky Blinders. Is it her? I can't think of her name.
It's not an actress. Maybe them from Yorkshire moping around.
Dawn
Christopher's got a
French.
second place with them. It's not Brian Wilson. It's not a young Dawn French.
Oh, I have no idea.
Oh, think it's been in the news within the last year.
Oh, that's really
Think the
helpful.
Final Frontier. That's a brilliant clue.
The Final Frontier. Like
The
Star
Final
Trek.
Frontier.
Yeah, what's that?
Well, not Star Trek, but where was Star Trek filmed? Filmed.
Oh, is it Katie what's her face who went into space?
Yeah, the astronaut Katy Perry.
Oh my
I
god!
do not see that at all.
Wow.
Yeah.
Not at
She
all.
does look like it. She does look at black hair, 2 eyes.
Oh
2 eyes,
wow, just because she's got black
eyebrows, a
hair.
nose, a mouth. She reminds me of Katy Perry. It's not Winona Ryder's not a famous astronaut, Nick. What are you talking about?
That is nothing alike.
Yeah, that's
to
a
that.
freaking
Nothing.
reach. That's such a stretch.
Hey, my opening
Matt-
3 were Bobby Dazzlers, so you can cut
Well,
away.
I did get one of
mine.
them, so I'm very happy about that.
My Fly Ant-Man is way more accurate.
Fly ant, yeah.
Like my Gallagher brother, whichever one it was just awesome.
Yeah.
Oh no, my Cliff Richard was the best one though.
I got that. I got Cliff
Yeah.
Richard.
What's Nick talking about? Katy Perry isn't a famous astronaut. She is a famous astronaut.
She is a famous
She
astronaut.
is.
She's been into space. I know she's been into space.
Right,
Ryan.
right. Here's a question. Name me an astronaut who's been in space in the last 5 years. Apart from Katy Perry, can you name anyone?
William Shatner. No, it's true. He did go up into space.
He did, right. Okay, no. Apart from William Shatner and Katy Perry.
No. You can't change the rules now. I've got it right. I win.
And that's the end of the Siemens proceedings, right?
Can you put Lainey on big screen? Lainey, show him that picture of Curtis Stigers doing the side mouth, please. I've just sent you.
How do I? That hasn't worked.
Put Lainey on.
How do I put it on big screen?
I don't know. I'm not.
I don't know.
Go on
StreamYard's for the worst.
on my
How to
thing
do
in the
it?
corner.
All right, being Laney, right? Solo layout.
Look,
There you go.
at this. He was doing
Okay.
this throughout the whole bloody video and pissing me off. Look,
Oh.
that's what he was doing.
Now,
Just
see
corner-
with that
corner
image where he's like outside of his mouth. That could be
How'd you get Lainey
him
off?
who
Right,
plays.
take it off now. 'Cause, like, I just looked really up. Yeah.
Oh, I don't know how this is all working.
You're stuck like this forever now.
No. I'll just go back.
What is it there?
What's
Exit
it?
solo layout. Right, we're back. See, Glenn thinks he's just had a mini stroke.
Well, he was doing it all
No.
throughout the video.
Yeah. See, Nick's just been pedantic now. He was a space tourist, different thing. Yeah. See, Katy Perry was an astronaut. TJ Hooker was just a space tourist.
TJ Hooker.
I must thank Chris Tyler for that because he might have known who TJ Hooker was.
Seen TJ Hooker.
So we've come to the end of the show where it's time for you lot to vote, including you lot in the chat. So
Oh.
give me your best song and your worst song.
For worst song, there's so much to choose from.
Yeah, there's so many, isn't there? There's
There's so many that have all their merits, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Well, the thing was, when I first started listening to this, and I listened to the album, I was like, this has got to be the worst song.
Exactly.
And then
Yeah.
you get to the end,
And you hear the rest.
Yeah.
and you get to the end, and you go, nope, this is definitely the worst song.
Yeah.
So Will's saying I've won the chat with 150 XP points. Can I have a mug and a t-shirt, please?
Not over yet. Not over yet.
Until it's over. It's not over. Nick
So you mean
is
like the
Chris
shirt I was
Tyler's
wearing?
Yeah, and
You
a
mean
mug
the
from your
shirt you're
cupboard. And I'm
Don't you start with your sexual harassment. I've had enough of Susan tonight. I'm not getting hot with you, Will.
I was only talking about the hot water. I'm going to say that every time.
Your Honour.
Yeah, Your Honour. Allegedly.
Yeah. You need the same solicitor as bloody young Dickie Marks there. He got off with it.
Who?
Yeah,
Dickie
who?
Marks.
Who's
Who?
Dickie Mark?
Yeah, who's Dickie Mark?
Dickie Marks. Dickie Marks. Weird, pervy little
That
kid. He
sounds
wasn't
weird.
invited.
That sounds like,
The name is not
You
going
know
to make any difference.
He's
You know
talking
how
about
we
P.
call-
Diddy.
no, Richard Marx. You know how we.
Oh,
Mark.
Richard.
Oh, right.
I didn't put two and two together there. Okay.
You know how we say Dickies for knits, right? So I was like, when you were saying Dickie Marks, I was thinking like marks on head from Dick. I don't know why I
I
explained
don't know
that.
what you're
I
talking
don't
about.
know what you were
Something like
thinking.
hide over here.
As long as you weren't thinking Marks somewhere else there, Leonie, that's all. I'm just...
Yeah, whatever.
So, Chris Tyler has come in with best as Joe Cocker
What?
and worst Wilson Phillips.
Have you banged your head?
Chris
Just after
Tyler, what are you doing?
Glenn has gone best for Makamula. No, Glenn's gone best with Richard Marks. So
Okay.
Dickie Marks is off the mark.
Okay.
And worst is the Orb with the Blue Room.
Mm.
And then Will has gone best Roy Orbison. And worst Curtis Stigers.
Oh, I'm so torn because like the ones that are good. So like there's Hazard. It's a good song. You can't deny it. But then you got Roy Orbison. Like again, Roy Orbison. He's just up there. You can't not deny that. And Curtis Steiger. Oh no, not Curtis Steiger. Jimmy Nail.
Mm.
I'm torn.
All right, Natalie. Come on, make a decision.
I don't know. I can't. The worst is the Orb. Without
The Orb's gone worst.
the Orb.
Right, if she can't decide, I'll tell you mine, and then we'll go back to her. Right.
Okay.
So I do love the Richard Marx song, and in normal circumstances, the winner would be Roy Orbison. However, because of Jimmy Neal and she's lying, I've got to go Jimmy. I've got to go Jimmy for and then, although everything else like Joe the Wilson What's It and it's crap. That Orb song is just horrendous. Like, Orb shite is just the worst thing I've ever heard in my life. So my that vote for worst is the Orb.
Right, I've got mine then. So my three shortlist for worst is the Orb, Wilson Phillips, and Elton John. But my reasoning is I'll never hear that Orb song again. I'll never hear that Wilson Phillips song again because they just don't get played because they're so bad.
Yeah.
But that Elton John song will be played. I just know it.
No, I disagree.
I think it will. I think it will because
what did I say to you?
It got a Grammy and all that. Well, he got a whatever for his voice performance or whatever. And I just fucking hate Elton John's voice. I don't hate him. I hate his voice. So my worst one is going to be Elton because the Orb is never going to be in my brain again, and Wilson Phillips is never going to be in my brain again, but that one might. So that's my choice. And for best,
just wait till you're getting flashbacks and PTSD. That Orb song, or what'll sound like that Orb song, will be playing in your head.
Well, I just have to go on YouTube and download some ambient, like copyright-free music, and I'll hear it, won't I? But anyway, for best, there's three options again. Hazard, but not because I like the song. It's all right. I don't dislike it or anything, but it's because of Peter Kay that I love it. I just love watching the Peter Kay bit about it. It's so funny.
Can I just refer to a conversation earlier when we were talking about how Bono's terrible performance in his video could not make it a popular song, and you're going, but it's about the song. It's about the song, and now suddenly it's about Peter Kay. And
Yeah, that's
No, it is about the song. That's not about objection, Your Honour. It's not about the video. I'm not referring to the video. I'm talking about Peter Kay talking about this song, and they haven't got the video on. They're only listening to the song on the radio. But that is the reason that I like.
He put her in the wheelie bin.
He did put her in the wheelie bin. He's a serial killer. Anyway, so that's one of the options, but I'm not going for that because, as Lainey said, it's a spurious reason. The second one is Roy Orbison because I love his voice and I love the song, except for where he crept in the room. I didn't like that bit. So that's ruled that one out. So it's got to be She's Lying. It's that one. So that's the winner. She's Lying.
Yeah.
Jimmy Nail.
Again, I think my reasoning in the long run is the same. Again, Roy Orbison, he's just up there. Hazard, again, is a good song, but I think Jimmy Nail just...
He's nailed it. He's nailed it.
I don't want nobody else. I love you. She's lying.
She's lying.
Well, Nick has picked Roy Orbison for best song, and worst song is Wilson Phillips. Now, I'm going to also agree with Wilson Phillips as the worst song.
Yeah.
And the best song, it's a clean sweep from all of us on the live stream.
Has this ever happened before?
Jimmy Neal, and I think it is the first time happening. She's not lying. It is the first time. Yeah.
First time we've voted for a Geordie, yeah, Neil?
Oh my God. First time
no.
we voted.
Jeez, I'm going to have another shower.
Don't tell Susan.
But anyway, I don't think this has ever happened before where we've all gone for the same one. That is amazing. Well done, Jimmy Neal.
Yes, well done, Jimmy Neal. And well done for you three for coming along again. Thank you very much for joining us.
Again,
and thank you everyone in the chat. And Will's still going on about us Northern bias.
I'm not Northern, so Sharon's not Northern. We just like the song.
There's two Welshies in here, there and there.
I'm not Welsh. Excuse me, I'm not Welsh.
Well, you are now. You are now.
No, I live in Wales. That does not make me Welsh.
You are now.
Just ask all the bloody locals around here. I'm not Welsh.
Yeah, you soon will be.
I'm not.
And yes, thanks for everyone in the side chat. Thanks to Glenn, to Will, to Nick, to Carl, to Chris, to you for your ramblings of a madman earlier. I don't know what happened there. And thanks to Top Doctor for coming along right at the very end here. Susan's the old toughie. Yes, so welcome along, and we're going to go. So thank you. Are you on again next week or planning on being sick? I'm not planning on being sick next week. I am off on holiday next week, the week after, and the problem is...
When you going away? Or where are you going?
Weekend. We're going to Greece.
Oh, nice.
Hopefully not for the wildfires and the heat wave, just the heat wave. But hopefully no wildfires, touch wood. So, but yes, so I'm hopefully be back in, not next week, though, I would say 3 weeks' time. Hopefully, fingers crossed. Just check out your socials. I'll put them on. I'll also put this listing on of the songs we're listening to. So you can double vote who you want as well. So, there you go. And also,
December.
So, final breakdown of everyone's points on the XP. It looks like Will's won. Susan's getting second place for some reason because she's on Chris, Tyler, then Sharon, then Nick, then silly bad guy's lover. I don't know who that is. Is that Carl's alter ego? I don't know. For some reason, Glenn isn't even on there. So
He's been banned.
Yeah,
I don't know.
algorithms.
But
are
yes.
done.
It's because he was rude to you, saying see you in December. So
Oh, look at that! Look at that!
Is it gets an automatic banning? I don't know why.
it minuses your points.
Someone's trying to sneak in at the end, saying nothing. Stiggy.
Yeah,
Not gonna win.
Stig, you could have been. It's all about the taking part. Well, that's the spirit,
We were
Glenn.
talking
Thank
about
you.
you earlier, Stig. We were talking about people from Yorkshire saying how miserable they are.
So is it now 23 whenever we'll come back?
No,
No,
there's still
it's
another
the
section.
final part.
Oh,
Is it the
there's
second
more.
section? Oh, there's
No.
one more. There's,
The final. This was the third section. It's one more to go.
yeah, there's one more. So we'll come back. The next time we'll come back for the last part of Now 22. So we'll see you in 3 weeks' time, I think, yeah? Better late than never. Yeah, that's my motto as well about these live streams. So hopefully see you in 3 weeks.
In
Let's
August.
see.
Bye.
Good
Good
night.
night.
Take care.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.